Good morning, everyone. I'm going to call the meeting to order. It is 11 o'clock. The energy is amazing in here. It's great to see everyone and so many distinguished guests and team members that are here. We're going to start with introductions, and then we'll go right into the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning. I am Christine Smith, Clerk to the Board. Welcome.
Good morning. I am Marlissa Easton, Deputy Clerk to the Board.
Good morning. I am Mecklenburg County Commissioner Elaine Powell, representing Huntersville, Davidson, Cornelius, and North Charlotte. Welcome.
Good morning. My name is Lee Altman, County Commissioner serving at large, and I also have the privilege of serving as Vice Chair. Welcome to you all.
Good morning again, everyone. My name is Mark Jarrell. I've been elected by the people of District 4. I also have the honor of serving as Chair. I've also been instructed today to let everyone know that even though we have Dr. Ricky Woods here, this is not church. And if you hear something that you like, you can clap, okay? So let's keep the energy going.
You ready for me?
Please.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Vilma D. Leak, and I represent the most powerful district in the county, and that's District 2. Do I have any senior citizens in here this morning? If you are, please stand up. No seniors? Everybody's 30 years old. Okay, thank you. Welcome, welcome.
Good morning, I'm Laura Meyer, and I represent District 5.
Good morning, I'm Susan Rodriguez McDowell, and I have the honor of being elected by the people of District 6.
Good morning and welcome. My name is Mike Bryant, Mecklenburg County Manager.
Good morning, Tyrone Wade, County Attorney.
All right, please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, well, we all know why we're here today. Another year to do this is first year for our county manager, Michael Bryant. And at this time, I think, Mr. Manager, we'll turn it over to you and your team.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Chair Jarrell, Vice Chair Altman, members of the Board, County Commission, I am pleased and humbled to stand before you this morning with my fiscal year 2027 budget recommendation. Although I have contributed to every single budget for Mecklenburg County since 2003, today marks my first budget as county manager. I am joined today by members of my cabinet, which includes Budget Director Adrian Cox, whom you will hear from momentarily as he will be presenting additional details related to my full budget recommendation. A recommendation that is rooted and grounded in your expressed priorities, ambitions, and goals. This budget process was far from a cakewalk. However, I believe it is guiding us in the right direction. When I was sworn in on June 30th, I stated that my vision was to make Charlotte-Mecklenburg an international destination. In direct service to this board's established vision, your mission, and your priorities. My first year as your county manager has been nothing short of inspirational and heartfelt. Every victory served as a reminder of what drives our efforts and work, and every challenge we faced as an organization and community introduced us to an opportunity to make meaningful improvements. When you think about improving the quality of life of our residents, the services that are provided by our local municipalities, school system, the private and public sector, it all play a critical and defining part in reaching our desired goals. As we have acknowledged over time, Mecklenburg County cannot alone bridge the service and opportunity gaps that continue to exist in our community. We cannot be all things to everybody. Frankly speaking, the outcomes we seek require a high degree of collaboration. They require a cooperative ecosystem of services rooted in improving quality of life outcomes through interdependency and partnerships. Our ability to work closely with our partners, especially the City of Charlotte and Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools, is paramount to the board's established vision to be a community of pride and choice. I believe our local governments are simply better together. This is why I continue to collaborate on a consistent basis with my counterparts in the towns, the City of Charlotte, and CMS as we engage the business and nonprofit community collectively in support of strengthening our quality of life ecosystem through the Regional Legislative Collaborative, a cohort of local and regional partners that convene periodically to mitigate the impact of federal and state actions. I am aligning the aspirations and visions of our organization. Through the Quality of Life Collaborative, a group of local and regional partners from the public, philanthropic, nonprofit, educational, and private sectors, I am identifying strategies and aligning efforts in a way that promotes shared responsibilities and complements the mission and vision of this board. And just last month, for the first time in 20 years, we convened members of this board, our Board of Education, Charlotte City Council, and our state representatives to strengthen joint legislative priorities and efforts. There are all intentional approaches that are underway in my ongoing efforts to address our quality of life matters through a cooperative ecosystem. The recommendations I have curated for you are the result of a very intentional and collaborative budget process, which began with a series of engagements that were initiated with your very first two-day fall board retreat back in October, on the 27th and 28th to be exact. That's when we flipped the script by having you present your topics of interest to me and my cabinet. Without question, the budget in front of you is highly shaped and influenced by the uncertainty we face as an organization and community. As this board is aware, our organization is facing a slowdown in revenue growth, increase in demand for services, and a deficit, while bracing for known and unknown implications associated with political polarization and ambiguity at both the federal and state levels of government. This is simply scratching the surface, for we are also facing a $10 million reduction in revenue because of cuts to our federal funds for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, known as SNAP. As I present my budget recommendation to you, I'm doing so in the absence of a new budget from the state. And although it looks promising in Raleigh, it has been over 2.5 years since the state has approved a budget. The lack of action at the state level further fuels uncertainty and threatens the ability to budget accurately, especially when it comes to our community partners that rely so heavily on state resources. To further fuel revenue concerns, there is a push to limit our local property tax authority in a way that will undermine our ability to accurately invest in services. This is a matter of grave concern, especially given that 65% of our general and debt service budget is supported by property taxes. Of all the realities that inform this budget, nothing was more apparent than our slowdown in county revenue. To place it in better perspective, on average, over the course of the past 4 budget cycles, Mecklenburg County experienced a 4.7% revenue growth rate before factoring increases to the property tax rate. From fiscal year 2024 through fiscal year 2026, the county needed to raise property taxes each year for a cumulative rate increase of 3.6 cents. There are property tax rate increases of 3 or more cents scheduled in the coming years associated with the Capital Improvement Plan, also referred as the CIP. 2 of these pennies will fund voter-approved debt for schools. Taken together, that will be an increase of 6.6 cents over a 6-year period. Today, as we go into fiscal year 27, our revenue growth rate rests at only 2.5%, a significant decline compared to the prior years when the average revenue growth rate was 4.7%. To put it plainly, it's an average of $75.5 million in the recent prior fiscal years compared to only $47.4 million that we have forecasted for next fiscal year. This alone, with the realities I have laid out for you, remain front and center as I put together my funding recommendations, especially as we continue to experience more than 157 people moving into our region every day, with about 82 people moving directly into the county daily, sparking a greater demand for our county services. I will say that in my years of budgeting at the local government level, I have had my share of challenges, my share of victories, and certainly my share of lessons learned. This is the 27th budget of my career. And frankly, I believe this reflects my best work. Not because of the conditions, but because of the decades of analytical budgeting insight I was able to incorporate into the fiscal year 2027 recommended budget. I have budgeted during periods of uncertainty on several occasions. I have budgeted through the fear and anxiety associated with the Y2K Millennium Scare. During and after the Great Recession, during and after COVID-19, on the front and back ends of natural disasters, and through it all, I gained great perspective of the process and downstream implications. Of all the lessons that I've learned throughout my career, the most profound were those related to the uphill battle that comes with restoring momentum and progress after implementing budget reductions, eliminating positions, and ending services to address a downward trend in growth or even projected deficits. Despite the rationale, the road to full recovery after severe budget cuts, it was always tough. As an organization, we are at a critical crossroad, one that calls for intentional innovation. Although the challenges we face during this budget cycle are not entirely exclusive to our jurisdiction, I believe we have a unique legislative and administrative obligation to consider how we move forward in a manner that will optimize outcomes this community and board have long pursued. With this budget, instead of going down the path riddled with traditional property tax increases, employee layoffs, and elimination of services to account for revenue shortfalls, I choose to think differently and I challenge my team to do the same. My fiscal year 2027 budget recommendation is a key component of the organizational reset that I am leading. As you may recall, my organizational reset is focused on community and stakeholder engagement, a deep dive budget assessment, performance management by incorporating a new balanced scorecard, and our employee culture. My recommendation reflects deliberate shifts and the commitment of rethinking how we allocate resources, deliver services, and ultimately how we define efficiencies. This budget is a critical first step in the multi-year process of getting our expenses in order. My recommendation strategically prioritizes our primary services and functions while charting opportunities for our external partners to play a role in filling in some of the service gaps as part of our effort to establish a cooperative quality of life ecosystem that thrives on collective and interdependent activity. Through historic reductions, realignments, and reinvestments, we are turning the ship with the fiscal year 27 budget. My recommended budget is also about sustaining efforts through a cooperative quality of life ecosystem that is influenced by the county's ability to retain talent, expand our child, family, and adult services, while enhancing critical partnership in alignment with our education, workforce, and public safety needs. I am so proud to share that I have utilized all tools at my disposal and made the necessary adjustments in our investment practices without compromising our services, having to propose raising property taxes, or even implementing employee layoffs. By shifting 1 penny from the debt service fund, combined with expense reductions, revenue adjustments, and leveraging fund balance identified through our deep dive budget analysis, I was able to cover an additional $69 million of general fund costs to avoid a property tax increase of 2.24 cents. With that said, ladies and gentlemen of the board, for fiscal year 2027, I recommend an operating budget of $2.6 billion to fund critical and vital services that will improve the quality of life for our residents in a way that will bring the county's expenditures under control. The recommendation includes an increase of $46.4 million compared to the current fiscal year. This increase amounts to a 2.9%, excluding fund balance and transit sales tax increase, which is significantly lower when compared to prior budget cycles. In alignment with this board's priorities and in service to improving our community's quality of life, my recommended budget features significant investments tied to boosting learning and educational opportunities, promoting healthy and thriving communities, expanding jobs and economic opportunities, improving environment, culture, and recreation, and promoting a safe and prepared community. In response to this board's communicated desire to have better tracking systems in place to measure programs, all major investments focus areas that I will be highlighting for you today have been assigned goals and measures on our balanced scorecard. You'll be presented with an update on the scorecard at your meeting next week. Before I speak to my proposed program and service investments, I want to first speak to how I am recommending we invest in those that keep this organization running. The simple truth is that our organization, it cannot meet the growing demands for services without the leadership, the talent, and skill set of our most important resources, our employees. As I always stated, we have the most talented workforce in the nation. Day in and day out, they show up to serve our residents. As public servants, they uplift, restore, and pour so much into so many in this community. However, as the saying goes, you can't pour out of an empty cup. Some of our employees have to place their own quality life of needs on the back burner in service to our residents, many whose life circumstances are not too different than those they serve. This board has often raised concerns related to living wages for our employees. I, too, have long shared those concerns. And as a result, in the budget, I am recommending raising the minimum wage for our lowest paid full-time employees from $20 an hour to $25.53 a day. This is incredibly timely, especially given the fact that the last time the minimum wage was increased was in 2023, when the minimum wage was set to $20 per hour. This decision will make sure that our dedicated public servants are able to earn a decent and respectful living wage as they continue to provide critical services to our more than 1.2 million residents in this community. This recommendation is as much about dignity as it is about economics. A hard-earned paycheck should yield stability and security, not anxiety. To support and retain our strong and dedicated workforce, this budget also recommends a 3% across-the-board adjustment and an up to 5% performance-based pay increase for county employees, except for our temporary hires. These strategic recommendations for our workforce support our retention and quality of life efforts in a growing and competitive job market. Speaking of markets, inflation continues to be on a steep incline, and so are the costs associated with bare necessities like groceries, gas, utilities. The compound impact of local and global markets has created a shock that goes beyond the headlines, a financial shock that is being felt by our employees. As part of the budget process, I am also recommending a one-time $500 supplement that will be provided to all full-time employees, excluding department directors and members of my executive team. This culture of care-inspired one-time supplement should help provide some relief as various aspects of the employee benefits recommendations take shape. And last but not least, as many on this board can attest, the lack of affordable housing stock in this community is impacting service recipients as much as our own service providers. Mecklenburg County will be launching an employee home ownership pathway initiative to connect county employees to reputable housing developers as part of the county's new program to promote financial well-being, workforce stability, and long-term wealth-building opportunities for employees. We are also working on building 100 to 300 affordable housing units in collaboration with CMS to support both county and CMS employees. These efforts all align with our overall focus to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community, including our teachers, our social workers, and our county employees as a whole. We cannot talk about enhancing or strengthening our quality of life efforts without major investments in local education. Education remains a key cornerstone for the quality of life ecosystem we're building. It is the engine for opportunity. The county cannot afford to divest from our local school system. This is why in my fiscal year 27 budget, I strongly recommend we fully fund Charlotte Mecklenburg schools as part of our efforts to boost learning and educational opportunities within this county. My recommended allocation for CMS is $691 million. This includes an increase of $25 million to cover operations, which is a net increase of 3.8% compared to last year. As you heard from CMS budget presentation just yesterday, the county's support of our school system funds 700 teachers. I'm also recommending $6 million in this budget to pay for student devices. Superintendent Dr. Crystal Hill and I remain in constant communication related to how our two organizations can continue to identify gaps and enhance learning for our students, especially in the absence of a state budget. To successfully boost learning opportunities in this community, our efforts cannot be limited to CMS alone. My budget recommendation also includes fully funding Central Piedmont Community College, an integral partner in our work, especially when it comes to optimizing our learning and workforce development efforts. In addition to CMS and Central Piedmont Community College, the library system is another trusted partner in our quality of life work. As a result, I recommend providing Charlotte Mecklenburg with $2.4 million to support the new main library with programming, 24 new positions, and operational costs. For our fiscal year 27 cycle, I am dedicating $7.4 million in new investments to assist with enhancing our efforts to establish and maintain thriving communities within our county. Healthy and thriving communities that start and end with how we provide child, family, and adult services. For fiscal year 27, we look to enhance capacity, resources, and service deployment efforts for the residents that depend on us for critical life-changing care and support. As we experience and anticipate an uptick in the need for health and human services, it's important that we proactively shore up our personal allocation. As part of my budget, I am recommending that we invest $2.5 million to enhance capacity and resources for our child, family, and adult services. This investment will include the addition of 22 new positions to optimize our work in this space, including 18 child welfare positions, 2 youth and family services managers, and other support positions. As articulated by this board, access to care, resources is both a verb and a noun, and there is value in targeted engagement. As a result, to account for resource service gaps and leverage community partners already doing the work, I propose collaborating with Hearts for the Invisible through a $911,000 investment to conduct targeted outreach efforts to assist segments of our community who are dealing with significant barriers to health care and resources. In alignment with the objective goal to enhance our quality of life ecosystem through the promotion of healthy and thriving communities, I am also proposing that we invest $300,000 to fund vision screenings, eye exams, and free glasses for low-income children in our community. This board and community have made it clear that we need to expand services when it comes to crisis assistance. This is why I'm recommending that we invest $4.4 million to support the startup and operations for a new behavioral health facility crisis center. My recommended budget also prioritizes our most cherished population, our seniors. I am recommending a series of new investments to support our senior population in a way that promotes stability, a sense of belonging, and community cohesion. I recommend allocating $413,000 in new investments to support age-friendly Mecklenburg initiatives geared towards improving the quality of life for older adults. This investment includes programs, training, and age-friendly services for our seniors. As we continue to invest in our continuum of care infrastructure, I acknowledge that there are certain service gaps that are being addressed by our community partners, especially when it comes to our seniors. To better extend access to affordable housing for our seniors, I recommend that we dedicate $250,000 to freedom-fighting missionaries to provide housing subsidies for our vulnerable seniors at 20%. Enhancing resident access to safe and affordable housing is a key strategy for promoting healthy and thriving communities. My budget recommendation designates $170,000 to support the addition of 2 full-time positions to the newly established Department of Housing and Community Development. Our community's need for safe and affordable housing remains critical, and it has not diminished. Earlier this month, we learned that in our community, there is a 12% increase in the number of homeless people living outside, breaking last year's record of 444, making it the highest number of people living outside since 2010. As this board is aware, the new department will bolster the county's efforts associated with increasing housing stability, reducing homelessness, and improving the efficiency of all associated investments. I am incredibly excited about this investment, primarily because it offers an innovative and streamlined approach for our organization to review and track the progress we are making with our affordable housing-related efforts. One of the key programs that will be housed in our new Department of Housing and Community Development is our Critical Home Repair Program, along with our initiatives associated with expanding our natural occurring affordable housing, known as NOAA units. I'm recommending the allocation of $4.2 million to support our transformative Critical Home Repair Program. This allocation includes the addition of a full-time program manager and expanding the program by $1.5 million over prior years to include emergency repair initiatives that will address urgent short-term repairs. In alignment with the board's desire to increase the affordable housing stock in our community and prevent displacement, I am recommending that we allocate $450,000 to support our efforts to preserve naturally occurring affordable housing, commonly referred to as NOAA. As a result of our great success with our homes program for fiscal year 27, I'm recommending that we allocate $3.5 million to this initiative. This will allow us to continue to provide relief to homeowners in this community. To continue supporting our coordinated entry work, I am investing $264,000 to maintain the coordinated entry team responsible for helping housing insecure residents access services. Throughout the course of this year, I've heard from the board and the community about the importance and the need for expanding jobs and economic opportunities. This need has been echoed in my engagement with my team, our residents and community partners. Despite significant gains over the last year, our unemployment rate in Mecklenburg County is exactly where it was a year ago, at 4.1%. There's a pressing need to rethink how we, as a community, approach and engage our current and future workforce. This budget attempts to solve that by dedicating close to $4.1 million in new funds to expand job and economic opportunities in a way that will promote true upward economic mobility by connecting residents to high-paying careers. With our new Assistant County Manager for Workforce Development and Upward Mobility, we are ramping up our upward mobility strategy in a way that will address unemployment, job readiness, and underemployment. To bolster our efforts in the coming fiscal year, I'm recommending that we enhance and expand our investments and partnerships and service to this community. Gandhi once said, "We must be the change we wish to see in this world." This change informs various aspects of my recommendations, especially when it comes to workforce development and placement. Over the past year, with this board's guidance, we have explored new and innovative solutions to improve outcomes related to our workforce development efforts. I'm extremely proud of the opportunities we have in this work to be the real change that this community needs and demands. Part of this change is taking shape with the transformative LaSalle Building Initiative that is geared towards reviving an underserved community with real opportunities for upward mobility. This effort goes beyond restoring a once cherished community site. Instead, it is about seizing real opportunity in a way that will create a ripple effect across the county. The charge to our nonprofit partners that will operate out of the LaSalle building is clear: to prioritize program participants through rapid upskilling and clear job pathways that quickly turn skills into real job opportunities. This community and its residents do not have the luxury of going through programs without guaranteed employment opportunities. Being within reach. Well, that stops today with my recommended budget proposal. The investment in the LaSalle Building Initiative will spark generational change and miracles for historically overlooked students that will be placed on a direct, tailored path to high wages and gainful employment. My budget also includes $200,000 in funding to support Career Lab training and Career Advance program in partnership with Years Up United, a career development program empowering young adults. As part of our ongoing work to fill stable employment positions in real time, I am recommending that we support the Road to Hire enhancement with a $1.6 million investment. The funding will be dedicated to serving 3,900 children in Title I schools over 3 years with in-school technology, education, paid internships, college application support, post-secondary support, and certainly job placement. I'm delighted to share that the county's investment in the Road to Hire enhancement will come with a matching $1.6 million investment from the City of Charlotte, and our corporate community will also be supporting this effort with a $12 million contribution. Through our new partnerships with Year Up and Road to Hire, we will be able to establish guaranteed positions that will be made available to students at Title I schools that have successfully completed the program at the LaSalle building. further enhancing the path toward real economic mobility in this county. This is another real-time display of the quality of life ecosystem we are enhancing at work. Excuse me. Aside from the city of Charlotte and our business community, this budget also leverages the historic impact and influence that Johnson C. Smith continues to have in this community. For fiscal year '27, I recommend that Mecklenburg County enhances its partnership with Johnson C. Smith University by establishing an expanding talent pipeline. I'm recommending an investment of $200,000 to establish a social worker pathway program with Johnson C. Smith University and our Health and Human Services Agency. In addition, I am also recommending an investment of $90,000 to support camp programming at J.C. Smith University geared towards educating male youth participants ages 8 through 13 on career pathways, education options, financial literacy, and personal development. This is part of my multifaceted approach to ensuring that we continue to expose our youth to quality of care options daily. To better sustain our pipeline to careers for our high school and college students, I am recommending an investment of $393,000 in Mecklenburg Pathways, our summer internship program. We continue to experience great success with this program. For the current fiscal year, the program served 84 interns during the summer, with high school students earning $15 per hour and college intern students receiving $20 an hour. In the coming fiscal year, I will be aligning investments in our MEC Pathways programs with our Human Resources Department. This will help exemplify interns, ensure they have a greater chance of transitioning into full-time employment with the county moving forward. To further expand and increase opportunities for our college students in a way that retains local talent and bridges gaps between college and careers, as part of this budget, I am dedicating $70,000 to expand and enhance our internship partnership with Guardhouse, a proven community partner in career readiness efforts. I believe that these targeted investments will be essential to our efforts to establish, promote economic mobility tracks for our youth and our students. As we work to strengthen efforts through community partners, we cannot neglect the opportunity to continue to invest in our infrastructure. This budget sets aside funds to support our Office of Economic Development with additional resources to scale their efforts. Our Office of Economic Development continues to play a valuable role in making sure that Mecklenburg County remains a premier place for business growth and activity. As we are preparing for the work of the new Transit Authority to pick up steam this July, I am recommending an investment of $1.6 million to support Project Boast, a program launched by our Economic Development Department to mitigate the unintended impact that infrastructure-related projects will have on our small businesses. To shore up our economic development opportunities, I recommend investing $120,000 in Project Rising, a reimagined framework aimed at relieving disparities in quality of life across the county by creating catalysts for economic growth within underserved communities in partnership with the private sector. And as we go into the new fiscal year, our economic development efforts will be critical to our ability to sustain our operations as we continue to monitor activity at the state level that could impact our ability to collect revenue. Traditionally, during times of strained resources and revenue, the environment is often the area that is often overlooked. Despite a significant slowdown in revenue and less than ideal legislative landscape that continues to impact our services, we cannot abandon the opportunity to protect and promote investments to our environment, culture, and recreation. The budget remains aligned with our commitment to expanding access to parks, open space, and recreation opportunities. For fiscal year 27, I recommend $8.5 million in new investments in service to our parks and environment. This will support key investments, positions, and operation costs associated with park facilities, preserved land, and greenways. There is a growing need in our community for critical updates and repairs in our current park and recreation facilities. In my budget, I am making a deliberate and practical commitment to fixing and improving what we already have before expanding into new construction. This is why for fiscal year 27, I recommend a total of $10 million to go towards the preservation and restoration of our parks, a project manager position for maintenance, along with upgrades and repairs at our current park and recreation facilities. I'm also recommending the allocation of $1.6 million for the opening of the new Eastland Park, park amenities for Kilbourne Park, new greenway mileage, and the expansion project at Eastway Regional Rec Center. This budget also calls for an allocation of $500,000 to support security and programming efforts at our park and recreation facilities. As part of our efforts to maintain and promote a safe and prepared community, for fiscal year 27, I recommend fully funding the Sheriff's Office with an additional $5.3 million in allocations to support medical services, facility maintenance, the housing of juveniles off-site, along with overtime salaries due to increased jail population. In service to our community and first responders, this budget recommends investing $8.9 million in medic, of which $2.7 million will be available to support recommendations for the Emergency Medical Services Study. This budget dedicates $264,000 to continue the Community Support Services Intimate Partner Violence Clinical Services Team's work to promote ongoing prevention and mitigation efforts. Our criminal justice services continue to experience a drastic increase in caseloads and demand for service. As a result, I recommend investing $400,000 to expand staffing positions for pretrial and reentry services to support our ongoing criminal justice services. This investment will help address the increase in the number of clients, assessments, and court coverage requirements that department is required and is facing in the aftermath of legislative action related to Irina's law. In addition to the new staffing positions, I am dedicating $624,000 to support reentry, transitional housing, and peer support for individuals returning back into the community after incarceration. To better promote safety at county facilities and properties, I am recommending funds to repair, purchase, and enhance our security cameras through our Asset and Facility Management Department. I am also restoring the county's contingency budget by dedicating $700,000 in unrestricted contingency to create operational support for this board when responding to emergencies or unplanned events throughout the fiscal year. Ladies and gentlemen of the board, we are turning the ship. This budget does a great deal for our organization and the community. So the bottom line in my fiscal year 27 budget recommendation is no reduction to services. There is no property tax rate increase, and there are strategic new investments. My recommendations are all about sustaining efforts through a cooperative quality of life ecosystem that is influenced by the county's ability to retain talent, expand our child, family, and adult services, while enhancing critical partnerships in alignment with our education, workforce, and certainly public safety needs. At this time, I'd like for our Budget Director, Mr. Adrian Cox, to step forward to provide a deeper dive of my recommended budget.
Our books are coming.
All right, thank you so much, County Manager Bryant. As the manager explained, this presentation today will provide some additional details of the major elements of the recommended budget. I see as the county clerks are distributing the budget book, more information can be found in that book, and the recommended budget will be discussed in further detail at the budget overview meeting next week. There are some factors that must be taken into account as we plan for the next fiscal year, and these are important to understanding the overarching financial outlook for the county. First, county dollars are growing, but at a lower rate than in prior years. Federal changes to funding for supplemental nutrition benefits will place an extra drain on our budget. At the same time, needs for services have not changed, and staffing and operating costs continue to grow for the county and for our partners. The county does have fund balance that is a viable option for some one-time or postponable costs. Also, a deep dive analysis of the budget throughout the organization in partnership with county departments has provided several adjustments to offset county dollars that can be made without impacting services. So although our county dollars are growing, they are growing at a lower rate than in previous years. This chart shows a 5-year trend in county dollars. County dollars are the funds that we have flexibility to appropriate as needed to support services, and they include our largest revenues, property tax and unrestricted sales tax. County dollars help support our general fund and our debt service fund. The total county dollars are estimated to increase by $47 million or 2.5% next year. Compared to the trend in natural growth, which excludes growth due to tax rate increases or fund balance, this is the lowest percent growth since our budget for fiscal year 2021. Focusing on the general fund, which is the primary operating fund for providing county services, new funding will only be $39 million, which is less than previous fiscal years. And in fiscal year 24 and 25, tax rate increases further increased available funding for our general fund.
Adrian, can you tell us where you are? We just got the book.
The presentation is not in the book. The presentation's on the screen.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but
Okay.
we were all looking.
No problem. I apologize. Yes, presentation's not in the book. We can get you a copy if we need it, but it should be on your screens.
Thank you.
All right. Shifting a penny of property tax revenue from the debt service fund to the general fund will result in a total of $70 million in general fund county dollar growth without the need for a tax rate increase. This table shows our general fund county dollar revenues and the strategy that I just described. Property taxes are projected to increase by $26 million or 2.3%. Unrestricted sales tax is estimated to grow by 4.4%, adding $14 million. Our other county dollar revenues, such as ABC revenue, Register of Deeds, and interest on investments, are expected to see a small decline of 1.5%. This gives us natural growth in the general fund of $39 million. The additional funds from shifting a penny from a debt service fund will bring the total new county dollars for the general fund to $70 million. The county's unassigned fund balance at the end of fiscal year 2026 is estimated to be $632 million. Fund balance is generated when expenses come in under budget and revenues exceed estimates. Because local governments are not permitted to overspend their budget, it is normal for counties to generate some fund balance each year, even with accurate revenue estimates and narrow spending limits. Based on the fund balance policy presented by our CFO at the budget retreat earlier this year, the proposed threshold of 25% of general fund expenses would be $436 million. $196 million is available above that level to cover the cost of one-time expenses or expenses that are postponable should fund balance become unavailable in the future. The recommended budget includes $95 million of allocated fund balance for next year. The total budget, including all operating funds, is $2.6 billion, an increase of $46 million or 1.8%. But it should be noted that the transit sales tax will no longer pass through the county budget under the new tax arrangement. Excluding transit sales tax and fund balance allocations, the total budget is an increase of 2.9%. This slide shows the total fiscal year 27 recommended budget. Revenues are shown on the top table and expenses are in the bottom table with the blue header. Property taxes total $1.6 billion, and they make up 59% of our total budget or 65% of our combined general and debt service fund budgets. We receive another $435 million from sales tax, with a portion dedicated to school capital through our debt service fund. The budget includes $351 million in other revenues that includes service charges, fees, and permits. There's $104 million of federal funding, primarily for partial reimbursements to administer various health and human service benefits. There is $95 million of fund balance, including a small allocation of fund balance related to our service districts for law enforcement and fire protection. And the state provides $34 million, or 1.3% of the budget. Our general fund totals $1.9 billion. Debt service and pay-go capital totals $457 million. And several special revenue and enterprise funds are maintained for functions with dedicated revenue sources such as solid waste, code enforcement, stormwater, and service districts. Here's a summary of the changes to the general fund and the impact on the county dollars, totaling $69.9 million in the manager's recommended budget. $26.3 million will fund CMS and Central Piedmont. $14 million is required to annualize existing salaries and benefits, including new rates for insurance and retirement contributions. $31.5 million is recommended to provide merit across the board pay increases and increase the minimum pay for all full-time positions to $25.53 per hour, the livable wage for Mecklenburg County. $12 million is required to cover the cost to sustain current operations. There is $7 million in funding for new facilities that are coming online next year. Reductions to the reimbursement that we receive to administer food and nutrition benefits will cost the county $7.5 million next year and a full $10 million in 2028. And our service area for the medical examiner will no longer include Gaston County, reducing some revenue that we receive for this operation. $38 million in county costs have been offset through expense reductions, new revenue, or opportunities to leverage fund balance identified through our deep dive budget assessment. This year, our organization completed a deep dive assessment of the budget through a detailed program review ongoing quarterly monitoring, and a full redesign of the budget process that facilitated collaboration across departments. In addition to my team in the Office of Management and Budget, I would especially like to thank all of our department directors, our finance officer, our HR director, and our executive team for their contributions to this work and the opportunities that they identified. Here are the major adjustments to help offset county dollars in the manager's recommended budget without impacting services. First, the county is able to begin utilizing OPEB trust on an ongoing basis for post-employment benefit cost based on an actuarial projections and consistent with the trust's intended purpose. We have identified $7 million in departmental revenue to help offset growing cost. The recommended budget includes using $6.6 million of one-time funding for community service grants and the United Way Unite Charlotte grant program. This strategy will free up ongoing funding to support core operating expenses. There is approximately $4 million in unspent funding for child care subsidies anticipated this year. These funds can be carried forward as we assess opportunities to accelerate distribution of the funding. We have identified $5.4 million of reductions based on underspending and renegotiated agreements. $3 million is available to repurpose from Child Development Accounts initiative that has not been operationalized as alternatives have emerged, and the board will receive an update on the Child Development Accounts on May 19th. And departments have identified $3.7 million in county dollar savings through operational assessments. These changes will reduce position count by 53. Any filled positions have been reassigned, resulting in no job loss. So to recap, here is how we built the budget for fiscal year 2027. We started the year with an estimated budget gap of 36 to 21 million, which I presented to the board when we met with the school board back in January. We then redesigned our budget process to facilitate cross-agency collaboration led by our deputy county managers, focusing on ways to rethink how we provide services. We conducted a deep dive budget review of every budget line to identify opportunities to reduce cost and strengthen financial stewardship. We conducted a program review that assessed services for strategic alignment, effectiveness, and efficiency, which has been used to help inform the balanced scorecard and performance metrics for each service. We reset the program structure based on the program review to better track performance going forward. Working with departments, we identified $38 million in adjustments to expenses, departmental revenue, and opportunities to leverage fund balance. We initiated a pause of our rolling CIP to assess our future needs and ongoing operating costs. And we shifted 1 penny in property tax from the debt service fund to the general fund for an additional $31 million. The result, despite slower revenue growth and the loss of federal funding, the budget still funds critical services without the need for a tax increase. The manager is recommending $691 million of county funding to support CMS's ongoing operating, an increase of $25 million or 3.8%. This includes an offset of $6 million for funding that was provided in fiscal year 2026 to support the county cost for state raises that did not come about this year. In addition to ongoing funding for school operating, the budget also includes $6 million in one-time funding for student devices and capital maintenance in the amount of $33 million. The recommended funding will fully fund the budget request for CMS. The recommended budget for Central Piedmont operating is $50 million, an increase of $1.2 million or 2.5%. Similar to CMS and other state partners, the budget includes a small offset for funding that was provided last year in anticipation of raises from the state. In addition to operating funds, the recommended budget includes a total of $6.2 million in capital maintenance. Funding for salaries and benefits for county employees is the next largest expense for the county following our funding for CMS and Central Piedmont. The recommended budget includes $38.5 million for pay increases to county employees. $2.5 million is recommended by the manager to increase the minimum pay for all full-time employees to $25.53 an hour and factors for compression. $25.53 an hour is the minimum livable wage for an individual living in Mecklenburg County as calculated by the MIT Livable Wage Calculator. The budget also includes 3% across-the-board pay increases, performance pay averaging 2.5% with a maximum of 5%, $500 one-time salary supplements for all full-time positions, excluding department directors and executive positions, in order to help with the growing cost of living. And there are $1.4 million in various reclassifications and position adjustments approved in the recommended budget. The recommended budget also includes $15 million to baseline current salaries and benefits before any adjustments to pay are made. The recommended budget includes $12 million of funding to cover the increasing cost for our operations. $5.3 million will fund the growing cost to operate the jail for facility maintenance and utilities, medical, and off-site juvenile housing. County maintenance, utilities, and security, including the growing cost of fuel, will be $1.8 million. Contracts for software and data management are growing by $2.9 million. Additional funding is needed to cover the cost of part-time, overtime, and shift differential. The grant agreements that we have for naturally occurring affordable housing will increase by $415,000, and there is $672,000 in cost increases for other contracts. Over the years, our ongoing costs in the general fund have grown at a steady pace, accompanied by general fund tax increases in 2019, 2020, 2024, and in 2026. For fiscal year 2027, funding for CMS and CPCC is growing by 4%. Salary and benefits are increasing by 8%. And the ongoing costs for all other expenses are increasing by only 1%. Without the offsetting adjustments that I mentioned earlier, we would expect this cost to grow by 6%. So I now want to highlight the service enhancements and the new facilities that were included in the manager's recommended budget. As the manager explained, these investments will help to strengthen the ecosystem of services to support county residents and include investments in housing, a healthy community, jobs and economy, parks, libraries, and cultural experiences, and being a safe and prepared community. For housing, the budget includes $9.7 million with $1.5 million of new county dollars. There is $4.3 million to continue our critical home repair program, including an expansion of $1.5 million to include emergency repairs. $3.5 million of one-time funding will continue the grants for the homes program for 2027. The manager's recommended budget includes $1.2 million for street outreach work for the homeless and a program to provide housing for seniors. There is $624,000 of one-time funding to continue transitional reentry housing and criminal justice for another year while we assess the program outcomes. And $170,000 will create 2 new positions as we build out the new Housing and Community Development Department. The budget includes $7.4 million in funding to support these critical services that build a healthy and thriving community. $4.4 million supports the startup and operations of the new facility-based behavioral health crisis center operated by Alliance. The new facility will serve 16 clients with long-term care needs and 12 clients with short-term needs. $1.7 million is included to support growing complexity and the volume of child welfare cases. $528,000 is recommended to provide continued funding for 2 teams that are working in community support services, coordinated entry, and intimate partner violence prevention clinicians. The recommended budget includes $413,000 for age-friendly Mecklenburg initiatives and $393,000 to support a growing demand in youth and family services. The budget includes $4.1 million in new funding to create jobs and support programs to help people build valuable skills to contribute to the workforce. The recommended budget includes $1.7 million for 2 new initiatives in the Economic Development Department, $1.6 million to fund Project Boast that was presented to the board earlier this year, and it includes business incentives and 4 new economic development staff to help manage the program, and one-time funding of $120,000 for Project Rising to conduct a community scan for opportunities to support economic growth in underserved communities. A $1.7 million expansion to the Road to Hire program will bring the total county contribution to $2.5 million and will increase the number of Title I students served by the program to 1,400 annually. The program provides job training in technology and other fields, support through college, and internships after college. $274,000 will establish a new social worker pathways program through JCSU and expand the guardhouse internship program in the county. $200,000 will support our partner at the LaSalle Street site. There is $200,000 to support a partnership with Europe United Career Advancement, and $90,000 for the Impact Camp, which provides 813-year-olds with exposure to skilled trade professions. Parks, libraries, and cultural events are a fundamental part of the quality of life for county residents. $6.3 million is recommended to expand park capital reinvestments, bringing the total for next year to $10.2 million and adding an additional project manager. $2.4 million will provide 24 new positions to operate the new main library, along with funding for other operational needs and a new system-wide safety manager. $1.6 million and 11 new positions to maintain new parks and amenities, including Eastland Park, Latta Place, and additional open space and trails. And the recommended budget includes $100,000 for cultural enrichment events through the University City Partners and a small increase to support the ACC Football Championship. New funding to ensure a safe and prepared community totals to $9.6 million. $8.8 million is recommended to support MEDIC, which includes $2.6 million in ongoing funds to provide increases to stipends for first responders that is aligned to the recommendations of the ongoing study, and $2.3 million to replace 9 ambulances and 2 supervisor vehicles. These funds are recommended as ongoing to support other EMS needs beyond 2027. There is also $6.2 million for 5 new ambulances and technology and other one-time capital. Funding in the amount of $422,000 will create 6 positions to support the growing demand for reentry and pretrial release services. 4 positions and operating costs are also recommended to support the ongoing work to ensure safe and reliable elections. So putting it all together, the manager's recommended budget includes $41.3 million for these 5 components of the ecosystem of services that support county residents. You'll hear more about how we are going to track results in these areas on the 19th when you receive a presentation on the county's balanced scorecard. Overall funding for the board's priorities: education, health equity and wellness, environmental stewardship, workforce development, services for seniors, and economic development totals to $1.6 billion in this budget, or 63% of the total recommended budget. This includes $65 million in new funding and $37 million in county dollars. I shared at the beginning of the presentation that the manager is recommending a total fund balance allocation of $95 million. Here are the major categories for that funding. There is $30 million allocated for land acquisition. $16.8 million is recommended for repair and maintenance, including $7.8 million for CMS and Central Piedmont, $6.2 million for additional capital reinvestments in parks, and additional funding for the capital reserve. $16.5 million is recommended for grants and partnerships, including $4.7 million to fund existing community service grants for the next year as we transition to a competitive process. $4.2 million will support the critical home repair program. $3.5 million will provide the funding for homes grants for 2027. $1.8 million is included to continue the Unite Charlotte grant program through United Way, and the budget includes $1.7 million to expand the Road to Hire program and other partnerships that are noted here. There's $12.3 million for technology investments, including $6 million for CMS to provide student devices, $4.7 million for the county's tech reserve and other one-time costs, and $1.5 million for medic software and technology needs. The budget also includes $10.8 million for various one-time strategies, pilots, and startups. $4.4 million will provide the one-time salary supplements for county employees. $2 million is needed for startup costs associated with opening the facility-based crisis center. Another $2 million supports a health department strategy to explore opportunities with HIV outreach services. $1 million supports our reevaluation reserve. $700,000 of one-time funding is recommended to reestablish a contingency budget. And there's $541,000 for smaller one-time investments. $4.4 million is recommended for fleet and equipment, including $2.5 million for 5 new ambulances and $1.9 million for county vehicles and equipment. The budget includes $3.7 million to provide a one-year extension for some initiatives. This includes $2.2 million for paramedic pathways to help medic reach its staffing goals. $651,000 supports the Ruth Above Giles Center for a year as the center transitions from relying on grant funding to other sources of support. $624,000 will continue supporting CJS Reentry Housing Program, and $264,000 for the expanded Intimate Partner Violence Clinician Team. So to summarize, the manager's recommended budget totals $2.6 billion. County dollars account for $1.9 billion. The recommended budget allocates $95 million in fund balance, and there is no change recommended in the tax rate, which would remain at 49.27 cents for every $100 of assessed valuation. The budget provides a minimal livable wage for county employees of $25.53 an hour. The budget fully funds CMS's request with $25 million for a total of $691 million of county funding for operating. There is $2.7 million increase of county funding on an ongoing basis to support medic based on preliminary study findings. The budget includes 24 new positions and operating for the new main library. The recommended budget also allocates $10.2 million for park capital reinvestments. $38 million for county dollar costs have been offset by adjustments made as a result of our deep dive assessment without the need for layoffs or impacts to services. And the budget begins to address our growing expenditure trends. The recommended budget aligns investments to the county's new balanced scorecard, and it makes critical investments in housing, healthy communities, job growth, parks, libraries, cultural events, and public safety. Here are the next steps in the budget process. On May 20th at 2:30 at the Valerie C. Woodard Center, we'll provide the board with a detailed budget overview. On the 21st in this room at 6 o'clock, a public hearing will be held on the recommended budget. On May 28th, the board will conduct straw votes beginning at 9 a.m. at the Valerie C. Woodard Center, and adoption of the 2027 budget is scheduled for the board's regular meeting on June 2nd. Here are some links where anyone can learn more about the budget, review our budget documents, or register to speak at the upcoming hearing. And I look forward to talking with you again about the budget when we meet on the 20th. At this point, I will hand it back to County Manager for final thoughts.
Thank you, Adrian. Chair Jarrell, Vice Chair Altman, and board members, I would like to thank you all for your time this morning, but more importantly, your partnership from the moment I took office back on June 30th of last year. I truly appreciate your leadership, your vision, and your guidance. Before we adjourn, I'd like to take a moment of personal privilege and thank my deputy county managers, my assistant county managers, Budget Director Adrian Cox, Budget Manager Lyden Williams, and the entire Office of Management and Budget, Finance Director David Boyd and the Finance Department, Public Information Director Suzette Nedrick and the Public Information Department, Jonette Freeman and the HR Department, Michael Griswold and the OSI team. And I want to thank my entire cabinet. And certainly, I want to thank the most talented workforce in the nation, our county employees. I now respectfully ask that the board consider giving my fiscal year 27 recommended budget a chance to build on our ongoing organizational reset in service to our current and future needs during our prolonged period of uncertainties. And while I'm still taking advantage of a point of personal privilege, Mr. Chair and Sheriff, there's this young lady that stays in my house that I see each and every day. And now she's following me at work. But I want to thank my wife for sneaking in today. This concludes my fiscal year 2027 recommended budget presentation. Thank you.
All right. Before we adjourn, a couple of things. Mr. Manager, I want to just say thank you for your work. Love that. Love that. Love that moment. Okay. Mr. Manager, I want to say thank you for your work, and I'm going to speak on behalf of the board to everyone. We thank you for your work. We thank you for your leadership. We knew that our team was dealing with very difficult circumstances, and so a lot of uncertainty, and you've given us a lot to chew on, to think about. Colleagues, at this point, as you all know, this isn't new to anyone up here. The team has done their job. Now it's up to us to do our job. They've made a recommendation, and it's up to us to make decisions. With that being said, I do want to take a point of personal privilege to double down on something that the manager did, but I'd like to do it on behalf of the board. And first, I would like the manager, his executive team, and all of the department directors that he referenced earlier to please stand. I'd also like, if you ever come to the 11th floor, you see a group of individuals. They are in their office. Every now and then they're walking the halls and get right back in their office. Smoke is coming out. But
What kind?
and it's the smoke from the brain. It's the smoke from the brain. Got to clean that one up, okay? But, Adrian, I want to thank you for your leadership. I remember when Mike had that role, and he was doing exactly what you're doing. I want to thank you and your team and OMB. I would ask you all to please stand and be recognized as well. And I don't mean to leave anyone out with respect to recognition. Everyone is important to this board. All of our team members, you all are tremendously respected for what you do. And we acknowledge as a board that anything that we do, we can only do it, and it only happens because of each and every one of you, because you give it 100% every day. and we appreciate the service and the value that you provide to this community. And the final thing I want to do is certainly we have an elected colleague that is here with us today who is an amazing leader in his own right, and I'd like Sheriff McFadden to stand and be recognized, and his executive team as well. So with that being said, obviously, and LaShonda, thank you for what you do. With that being said, you all understand the timelines. The community will have time to weigh in. We will have time to digest and collaborate among ourselves as well. We want to thank everyone for carving out time today. Thank you for all the work that's being done. And at this time, I'll declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you.